Matchday 31 in La Liga. EA Sports brought us the game between Athletic Club and Rayo Vallecano at San Mamés. A game between two sides in need of 3 points. Athletic Club came into this one undefeated in their last 4 games in La Liga, but 3 of those had ended in draws and had failed to score in their last 2. Rayo Vallecano made the trip north with just 1 win in their previous 7 encounters before this one, and they started the game much the better side. Pedro Diaz, who was starting the game behind the makeshift striker Alvaro Garcia. He had the first chance of the game. Dragging the shot just wide of the goal. Athletic Club made a lot of changes to their starting 11 with regards to their Europa League tie in Glasgow days before this matchup. 9 changes, in fact, with the return leg coming just a few days after this encounter. Jaureguizar had the first chance for Athletic Club, but it was an effort a long way off target. Pep Chavarria was playing further forward for Rayo Vallecano as Pacha Espino came into the 11, and he was playing at left back. Chavarria would set up Alvaro Garcia, who had time and space on the edge of the box, tried to go for the shot, but he dragged it just wide of the back post. Unai Gomez was starting in the number 10 role for Athletic Club, and this was arguably the home side's best chance of the first half. The ball dropping for Unai Gomez, and on his left foot, trying to put it on target. It came straight off the right knee of Espino. Rayo Vallecano were very quick in transition. They tried to be dangerous on the counter charge, and here it was Jorge de Frutos playing the ball into the box. It was just missed by Gerard Cumbau. It almost dropped for Pep Chavarria, but following a deflection off Paredes, Unai Simon was there to pick up the scraps. Unai Gomez would play in this free kick, and it was met by Gorka Guruceta, who is leading the line. His header, though, not on target, but not too far away, to be fair, to Athletic Club's front man. Rayo Vallecano, as we say, kept on coming in the first half, and they were the better side, and they were able to take the lead here. Alvaro Garcia caught the ball on the volley, put the shot just wide of the goal, but after letting fly, he was caught in the thigh by Dani Vivian. Initially, the referee would only give a goal kick, but it was checked by VAR, and the official Cordero Vega going over to the screen to have a look at it as well. It would eventually be overturned. Alvaro Garcia showing the referee that the studs of Dani Vivian had indeed caught him on the back of the thigh. It wasn't intentional, but still reckless from Dani Vivian, and it would eventually be turned into a penalty. Vivian also seeing a yellow card for conceding that spot kick. Pedro Diaz would be the man to step up and take the spot kick, but it was kept out by Unai Simon. The rebound, though, was finished off by Pathé, and the goal would stand. 10 minutes left to play in the half, and it was Rayo Vallecano who took the lead at La Catedral. Pedro Diaz came into this game having scored 3 of Rayo Vallecano's last 5 goals in La Liga, all 3 from outside the box, and the time he had to score from inside the box, from the spot in this case, he was unable to convert. A good save from Unai Simon, but unfortunately for Spain's number 1 in goal, Pathé was first to react. As we said, Ernesto Valverde made quite a few changes to the starting 11, resting players ahead of their key game in Europe in midweek. But at half-time, Valverde reacted, being a goal down. He brought on Marouane Sanadi and Oyan Sanset to replace Gorka Guruceta and Unai Gomez. And it's fair to say in the second half, Athletic Club would eventually go on to be the better side. A game of two halves, as the old cliche goes. There was first, though, a chance again at the other end for Rayo Vallecano. Pedro Diaz trying his luck from outside the box, but he could not keep the shot down. Ollán Sancet would then pick out Álvaro Jaló, who tried to cut onto his left foot and find the bottom corner, but he tracked the shot wide of the back post. It was flagged for offside, but it did seem very, very close indeed, and had it have gone in, it definitely would have been at least double-checked. As we see here, tantalizingly close. That left leg of Espino maybe just playing Jaló offside. Alex Berenguer would then play this ball into the box looking for Marouane Sanadi, but he was tackled to the ground by Alfonso Espino. The referee initially had only given a throw-in, but it would also be checked by VAR for a potential penalty, and it was overturned. Espino rugby tackling Sanadi to the ground, and it was a spot kick for the home side to try and get back on level terms. Ollán Sancet stepped up and sent Augusto Batalla the wrong way to score his 14th La Liga goal of the season. The penalty coming as well at the best possible time, really, for the home side, as Íñigo Ruiz de Galarreta and Iñaki Williams were just about to come on to add even more firepower. And yet before they could come on, Sancet had already scored the equaliser. There we see Williams coming on to take over the captain's armband. And for Rayo Vallecano, Unai Lopez and Oscar Valentin would enter the fray as well, replacing Gerard Gumbau and Pedro Diaz. Marouane Sanadi then collided here with Augusto Batalla, who felt his shoulder. Sanadi cutting across and with his thigh just connecting with the Rayo goalkeeper. He was able to continue, but no doubt a heavy impact there. Good opportunity here for Rayo Vallecano on the counter to retake the lead, but the ball across the face of goal from Jorge de Frutos was not met by Pep Chavarria. Not a bad ball in behind. Rayo still without Isi Palazón for this game, so no one necessarily there to create the build-up play needed to muster up a second goal if it wasn't on the counter. There was a shout for a penalty at the other end for a handball from Oscar Valentin, but since it came off the thigh of the midfielder first, as well as his teammate Florian Lejeune, the correct decision was no penalty. Athletic Club, though, kept on pushing. Chance after chance. Marouane Sanadi was next, hitting the side netting. Adrián Barba was then brought on for Rayo, and Nico Williams was brought on as well for the home side. Álvaro García on the turn, had this shot on target, kept out by Unai Simón. Unai Lopez went down in the box, claiming he was caught by Aitor Paredes, but it wasn't given as a penalty because there was actually no contact. Unai Lopez was already on a yellow card, and he was very lucky to not get a second for simulation, but he did, to his credit, get straight back up, despite claiming there was a penalty there. Nothing in it at all. From a corner, though, Iñaki Williams would get another corner, as his header, according to the referee, came off the back of Espino. A few Rayo players arguing with that fact, because as well, from the subsequent corner, Nico Williams did this. What a lovely goal from Athletic Club's number 10. Nico Williams scoring his 5th La Liga goal of the season, equaling his tally from last season, and that's on his weaker left foot. An incredible goal. And again, another Ernesto Valverde substitution coming up clutch for Los Leones. Celebrating with his brother, Nico with Iñaki. And it meant that for the first time in the game, Athletic Club were in front. Controversy, though, as to whether Espino had touched the ball, which led to the corner. But the referee claimed it was the right decision, and the goal would stand. Raul de Tomás and Isi Palazón were the final two men brought on by Íñigo Pérez to try and see Rayo Vallecano pick up a point at San Mamés. But Athletic Club would keep on pushing, looking for a third goal to kill off the game. Mostly on the counter. It was Maro Ansanadi next, who wasn't too far away, but he was always going to try and go for goal from outside the box. Next up, it was Jaureguizar who did put the effort on target, but a bit of a tame effort, not too much power, and not enough on it for another goal, or enough to beat Augusto Batalla. That being said, there would still be chances to come in the game, and goals as well, as Jaureguizar won the ball off Oscar Valentin here. No foul was given, and Ollán Sancet was teed up to score arguably the goal of the night. A lovely effort, his second goal of the game, and that put the game to bed. 3-1 for Athletic Club. Ollán Sancet came off the bench and scored 2 goals against Rayo Vallecano in Vallecas earlier on in the season. He'd done it again here at San Mamés. 4 of his 15 goals this season in LaLiga against Rayo Vallecano. This one, the third on the night, that saw Athletic Club beat Rayo Vallecano by 3 goals to 1 at San Mamés.